So calls for accountability have been coming from Ronald Silver's family, the unions, and city council members.
But this latest shooting has residents concerned and frightened about what they once called a safe community.
We know prosecutors from across the state are against this proposal, but that is not stopping the House of Delegates from moving forward with this plan to end the automatic charging of some juveniles.
Now we're live on Deer Hill Circle. Deputies responded to a house here in this quiet townhome community.
Juvenile crime doesn't appear to be going down, and residents say they want accountability.
17-year-old Marshall, or rather William Marshall III, is an Oakland Mills High School student.
Havilah Pear is a tech CEO and a tech executive. She created this startup called EcoMaps while she was a student at Johns Hopkins University.
Yeah, lots of flashing lights here, Mary. We did see one more ambulance pull in. Looks like a fire truck has just pulled in.
Thank you for joining us for this week's edition of Fox 45 News In Depth. I'm Mackenzie Frost. The last day of the legislative session is Monday. We're in Annapolis ahead of Sine Die, and several big-ticket items have already passed.
Can replace the energy that they provide. And he says it's Maryland families who are now paying the price for that every single month.
Appears to be drawing a line in the sand when it comes to this issue surrounding access to records and information for inspectors general across the state.
Baltimore City firefighters frantically digging through that rubble, looking for people who may be trapped. We're going to bring you any updates on this developing story, but this is a heart-pounding moment.
Cindy Lewis, talk to me about what your son is going through. What are the latest updates you're hearing from him?
Well, what I'm hearing from him is that they're still on lockdown in the bathrooms, him and some other students.
8 hours into this, go ahead and take a look at this scene. You can see investigators are still here collecting evidence.
We do know this morning, and this was the reckless, cowardly act that happened here and that has permanently altered many lives and cost 2 people their lives.
In the quiet countryside of the Eastern Shore, gubernatorial candidate Ed Hale
This is the Goose Disney World here.
is making a push to protect Maryland's land.
I'm an outdoorsman, always have been an outdoorsman.
Standing side by side with farmers, hunters, and watermen, he's announcing his Maryland Outdoor Bill of Rights, working to ensure Maryland's natural resources are managed properly, protected for future generations.
On Halloween night,
I had to stop. I said, oh my goodness, look. I said, what is that?
the flicker of a light
I thought it was a refrigerator for a second, but then I seen the flash.
is for some the spookiest of sights.
I've made Halloween costumes in the past, but I've never been in this one before.
Amidst the tricks and the treats,
Gotcha.
some costumes are scary.
Donald Trump Jr.
Some are sweet.
So I'm a speed camera this year.
Original. It's awesome.
I just figure it's kind of fun to that guy's going a little quick. And, pop a couple cars and have some good times.
But this costume, just meant to drive laughs from everyone he meets.
It's just ridiculous, and I'm just out here to have a good time and, see if I can generate a couple of smiles.
But no Baltimore.
Getting Christmas trees wrapped and ready.
We have just one of the best selections we've ever had.
Lisa Gaver,
I love the Christmas season.
the owner of Gaver Farm in Mount Airy, is gearing up to spread that holiday cheer.
Families are coming. You see the little kids just so enchanted and so excited and on a mission.
For decades, they welcomed thousands of people to their 150-acre farm. But this year,
it is upsetting.
They're faced with holiday fear.
I don't want this power line. I think the impact is going to be severe and devastating.
The Christmas tree farm is right along the path of a proposed 67-mile transmission line.
And then it would proceed right across here down through these little trees, through the big trees, and proceed on a diagonal path all the way down to the corner of this field where...
So it's going to cut through all of it?
Cut through all of it. But the tower right there would, I mean, that's just the hub of our activity.
At BGE's headquarters in downtown Baltimore,
there's a lot of frustration right now from residents who are dealing with these sky-high bills, from lawmakers who are trying to come up with solutions across the board. I know you guys are hearing it. How do you respond to this frustration and the worry that some people are feeling right now?
We're equally as frustrated. We feel our customers' pains, and I live in Maryland. I don't get a discount on my BGE bill, so I recognize that people are struggling right now.
Here in Fells Point, fresh pavement is being pulled up from historic Thames Street after preservationists argued that so-called road repairs did more damage than decades of wear and tear.
You know, it looks terrible.
This morning, city crews spending hours drilling, digging, and dumping newly laid asphalt.
I think it's a halfway fixture.
I don't know why they put it down if they pulled it up 2 days later. Does that make any sense?
The pavement originally poured to smooth out decades-old dips and dents in the notoriously bumpy street. But Fells Point Preservation Society president,
Well, we're looking at Belgian block.
David Gleason,
All done by hand. You can imagine sort of the effort and the amount of energy it took to put in one of these streets.
says the city steamrolled right over a beloved part of Baltimore's history.
They don't make them like this anymore.
While Gleason says for years his organization has been calling for repairs to the centuries-old street.
There are major points where the street has absolutely collapsed. It's difficult to walk on.
A broad slab of blacktop isn't what they had in mind.
You can see there are other asphalt patches they've been doing for a long time. But this most recent one was really an issue in that it suddenly became apparent that the city wasn't really going to take any major effort to repair the Belgian block as it needed to be repaired.
In a letter to the Department of Transportation, the group noting any work affecting a historic district must first be approved by the city's Commission for Historical and Architectural Preservation, who they say was not consulted. In response, the DOT claiming the asphalt was a temporary fix, now being replaced with permanent restoration. Work they expect to complete in the next week.
But the city still needs to come back, and it needs to do a comprehensive plan looking at the totality of Thames Street.
From carriage wheels to cars, the Belgian blocks along Thames Street carry a cherished piece of Baltimore's past and present, something not easily paved over. Rebecca Pryor, Fox 45 News.
It's the end of the work week on Baltimore's troubled west side.
Out here, it's not like the movies where it's the Wild Wild West. It's more of just these are where the junkies are at.
It's also the place where we planted our soapbox, opened the mic, and got an earful.
All right. Listen. Right now, we on the Richter scale. We trying to find our way. It's a lot of people that's trying to better ourselves.
They say the street doesn't have a face, but it has ears and eyes.
And earlier this week, residents listened as the president addressed the city's crime problem.
And then you have, of course, Baltimore and Oakland. We don't even mention that anymore. They're so far gone.
I mean, are we too long gone?
No, we never too long gone. If that was the case, we've been long gone 10,000 years ago.
We're long gone, I guess, from what the American dream was, and I think we need to wake up.
Was the president correct?
I mean, I've been a citizen in Baltimore for 40 years, and everybody is not hooligan.
So I will state and say this. I've never did a crime I didn't ever have to do.
Although the city's homicide rate has declined, Baltimore was recently ranked the 4th most dangerous city in the country. This week, the president fell short of authorizing National Guard troops to keep the peace in Baltimore.
Should we bring in the National Guard?
It's going to start war. Yeah, going to fight back, retaliation. You're going to have people doing, especially if they try to keep you in the house.
Should we call in the National Guard?
No, man, we need the National Treasurer.
It's more enforcement to put more oppression on people that are already oppressed. It's just going to create more problems. We're looking for solutions to problems.
Our leaders are not really our leaders. They're really our enemies.
Is the city doing enough?
the city can absolutely do a whole lot more.
Nowhere near enough. But no one is. We're just kind of getting through here.
Is the city doing enough?
Currently, I can say this. It could be way more recreationals again. I got 11 kids.
It can get better, man, you know, but they don't want it to get better.
For now, there is still hope.
My name Dirty Socks.
Dirty Socks? That someday the streets will return to a more peaceful time.